Jodie, welcome back to the Arsenal. It hasn't been long, but can you tell us a little bit about the new role you'll be starting?
Yeah, so I'm really excited to be joining the club in a little bit of a different capacity than what I'm used to. Obviously, I've had 2 stints at the club as a player, and I'm really excited to now be taking on a new role as a football services executive and to be on the other side of the game.
So what do you think you're most excited about when getting started with this new role?
I'm just really excited for the opportunity. I'm grateful that the club see a need for this position and working with me on it. I'm really excited to be working with Jonas as part of the technical staff and with Claire Wheatley and the football leadership team across the club, and also to be there for the players and be a link between the players and coaching staff, to be a link for the players to the club, and to really be able to continue to drive the high performance and the culture within the team.
And you recently retired over the summer. You've been playing at a professional level since you were about 15, right? Mm-hmm. That must be a huge adjustment to go from there and then start this new chapter.
It is a big adjustment. You know, I like to think I've had a bit of a slow exit out of playing. Haven't been with the national team for a couple of years. You know, my playing time kind of went down. You know, I've been preparing for this moment for the last few years. I started my UEFA B licence when I was last at the club 6 years ago. And since then I've completed my UEFA A licence. I've currently doing a Masters in Sports Directorship. So I've been thinking about what's next for a while, and now the time's come and I feel ready for it. I'm at peace with where my playing career, what I've achieved in my playing career and ending the way it did. So yeah, I'm just excited to still be involved in the game, just in a different capacity.
And why did you want to make this next step with Arsenal, with the club here?
There's no better club than Arsenal. You know, I think returning to the club to end out my playing career was such a good opportunity, and I knew when I got the opportunity to come back and play that I wanted to retire here and hang up my boots at the club. Now stepping into this other role, when an opportunity came up, it was a no-brainer for me. I absolutely love the club. I love how professional the club are. I love how well respected the women's team is and how well supported the women's team are, and just the people involved here are incredible too. So yeah, it was a really easy decision to retire and head into this new role.
And you're obviously in a unique position, not only that you were recently playing, you know, only 6 months ago, but also you were part of this club as a player 6 months ago. That must give you a sort of fresh perspective when you look, you know, when you take this new position and now you're working with Claire and Jonas from this side of it.
It's helpful that I've built relationships at the club from being a player and to kind of come in with this fresh perspective and a fresh set of eyes. You know, I think a big part of my role will be driving the high performance and the culture of the team, both with the players, with the technical staff and with the club in general. So I think it's really helpful that I've got a feel and a sense of the club. I know what the club stands for. You know, I know the drive and the motivation of the club and the direction I want to go moving forward, and hopefully I can play a little part in that.
You mentioned before that you'd started doing your coaching badges a while ago, and now you've continued that sort of professional development. That's obviously always been a really important aspect of having alongside your football, and this feels like a continuation of that, right?
Yeah, you know, I think from when I started playing senior high, the top level football in England at age 15, the game wasn't professional, and it's incredible to see how far the game has come from when I was 15 and it was amateur. And there's still a long way to go in terms of the professionalism driving the standards and everything being better in women's football. So I've always had this mindset that I need to think about what's next after football, and that's why I studied. I went to the US for college and got a Bachelor's of Science degree there, of thinking about being involved in the game. Do I want to coach? Do I want to be on the business and management side of the game? So I've done my coaching licenses and now I'm doing my Masters just to get a little more education and development. Again, just always trying to progress and think about what's next.
And you've mentioned when you were first at the club back in 2017, a huge difference to how it is now. It must be in 6-7 years' time. You must be excited for the future of what the women's game will look like, both here at Arsenal and also globally, right?
Yeah, the game has grown exponentially, and even just to see the growth within the club from 2017 until I came back earlier this year, is incredible. The professionalism, the resources, the number of staff. I think it's the most professional club environment I've ever been a part of, and it's exciting that that is growing. We've still got more to do in the game, and I'm just really excited to be a part of here, the club, and to progress in my career.
Congratulations, Jodie. It's lovely to have you back.
Thank you.